Alright, hello everyone. This is Quest for Glory 1, so you want to be a hero. This is from the Sierra Online, makers of such Sierra classics, adventure game classics such as King's Quest or Space Quest, but Quest for Glory is a little bit different. For starters, you can see that at the title screen I can choose Fighter, Magic User, or Thief. So, for purposes of this run, I am specifically playing as a fighter. We do separate it out by class. Fighters are typically the slowest in 100%. Usually, wizards are the fastest. But that doesn't matter. Does anyone in chat have a name for my hero? Actually, there's a bit of stream delay, so I'll just go with SGLive for now. So I have 50 points available to assign to stats, and you can see some of these stats are 0, like Magic, Stealth, or Pick Locks. Those aren't normally fighter skills. However, if I'm willing to spend 10 points, then I can learn a new skill, like lockpicking, and that's going to be important because I'm actually going to learn as many new skills as possible. Lockpicking, magic, and climbing leaves me with 5 points left. I'm going to go with agility for this run. I have to be careful here. Agility 25 is a certain is a certain threshold that I have to be wary of. I'm going to go ahead and start this in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so the definition of 100% is pretty simple. At the top of the screen it says score 1 of 500. The score is basically a whole bunch of arbitrary tasks that give a score, like say, talk to the sheriff right here, I get 1 point. Good. And I got 1 point for that, and I can't do that to get points again. So, to get 100%, get all 500 points. It's simple, right? But the point list changes with each class, which is one of the reasons that I really like running 100%, because then you end up having to do different arbitrary tasks for each class, which makes it feel like you're playing as that class. So even though I'm a fighter that can do pretty much everything, I'm still going to be doing a whole lot of fighter things, and my stat allotment is basically there to support me as a fighter. Just running around town real quick, doing a couple of quick things. I bought the open spell. I'm going to buy 50 apples to start on a quest. I'm going to buy 2 flasks here to start on another quest. 1, 2. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and get points for talking to the beggar, because I'm not going to be back here during the daytime. Timing is really important in Quest for Glory 1. That's something I have to point out. In terms of routing, I want to get to night 1 as quickly as I can without any training at all. Or if I do any training, then it has to not bring my agility up at all. So early routing is going to bring me to Magic Mountain. I do have to... Nope, no fight here. So I do have to be wary of fights in the forest. One of the things that's going to make a fighter pretty difficult to run is that in order for a fighter to get 500 points, they have to find and battle every unique random encounter. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out for ones that I might need. Magic Mountain here is a stamina drainer, which is usually pretty good for allowing me to rest 60 minutes. I have rested 2 hours so far. I usually expect to rest about 4 hours before I get to night. There's actually about 3 hours per block of time in the day. Hold on a sec. But time does pass naturally while you're running around, so even though I have to pass somewhere around 9 hours to get to night, I'm only going to have to actually rest for 4 while I'm running around. What are the questions 3? My name is SGLive, I want glory, what's the thief's password? I don't know. The questions are random. So yeah, visiting Erasmus early on as a fighter, it's a fairly expensive 1 point to see him. I'm just going to talk to him and then leave. But climbing up Magic Mountain drains my stamina. There's a couple of rules for when you can rest in this game, because otherwise your hero gets impatient most of the time and won't let you just rest endlessly. But here are some of the rules. If my stamina is below half, then I can always rest, and that's 3 hours so far. Let's see, keep an eye out for random encounters here. I especially want the purple Saurus. The purple Saurus is usually one that I miss. Nothing so far. Pick up 10 rocks. The second destination I'm going to go to is the Antwerp Cave. I've picked up the open spell early on, simply so that I can do this little early grind here. Switch back to run, throw a rock at the Antwerp, and it's going to bounce away. You can cast the open spell to unlock this rock, but I'm not strong enough to open it up. So if you click hand on it repeatedly, then you're going to do a little strength grind here. This will not affect my agility at all, so this is a grind that's okay to do. The difficulty of the rock door is about 40. If I stop seeing that I'm not strong enough to open it, then I'm past 40, and it looks like I'm there. Safety save, just to make sure I don't soft lock this. Quest for Glory 1 BGA is prone to soft locking, and then we got a little bug here. Stick out my sword, cast the open spell, and that's going to put me in a weird animation where the hero seems to be stuttering a lot while running. Counting mushrooms here. That's making that little pickup animation that I do go a lot faster, which is, again, going to be really important because I'm about to pick up a whole lot more things. Let's see, ask you a couple of questions, get some points. So I'm picking up rocks here. I need over 1,000 of these rocks. 30. It's only 100 pickup animations, so it's not as long as it's going to seem. But the pickup animation really helps with this. Should be about 80, 90, 100. Okay, there we go. I saw the message saying that I'm no longer over encumbered. Yeah, we got some stuff to do at the healer here before night falls. I do want to get as many things done on this first night as possible. Ask about Trollbeard and Cheetar Claws so that I can loot them. My inventory weight has overflowed. It's now minus 471 pounds of equipment. So the combat defense formula in this game is a weighted average of agility, intelligence, and luck. But your inventory weight subtracts from that number. So the more you're carrying in your inventory, the lower your defense is. But since I've overflowed it, my defense has now skyrocketed, and it's way higher than it should be in ordinary circumstances. That's going to help a lot with survivability in this game. Basically, going to let me spam weapon use on monsters without any risk to myself. Also really helps out against the Weapon Master. I've also made use of a glitch where the healer says she won't buy any more mushrooms, but she still keeps paying you for them anyways, which allowed me to get enough gold to get 8 stamina potions, 2 healing potions, and 1 undead unguent. Oh. As much as I would like to take on the Cheetar now, I really need to deal with the fairy ring first. This is the reason I want my agility low. If you have less than 25 agility, you do a very bad dance, and it takes about 5 seconds to do that dance. If your agility is 25 or higher, you spend a very long time doing a good dance, which is about a minute long. 25 agility is the threshold for that. You talk to them, you get the fairy dust, and then I've got some other stuff I need to route in. Because I started with the lockpicking skill, but I didn't start with a lockpick. Climbing's going to help me get back into town at night so that I don't have to sleep until day and spend time waiting all day again. Also, the merchant is here at night, so you're going to come in here. Let's see, feed yourself first so that you're not hungry when you sit down. Yeah, the people here are worth quite a few points. But since I fed myself coming into here, I'm not hungry, because buying food here is going to be worth 1 point. But since I'm not hungry, she's not going to go through the animation of actually bringing my food. But I still got 1 point for trying to buy it. Then at night, the alleyway in town has some thieves in the back of there. But thieves are unionized, and so as long as you identify yourself to them as a fellow thief, which you can do if you have stealth or lockpicking, then they will give you the password to the Thieves Guild. Which is, in this version, it's always Schwertfish. In the EGA version of the game, it's a random password, and you can guess the password in the EGA version without hearing it first. But in this version, it's always Schwertfish, and you must hear the password first before you can get it. So why am I going through all this trouble for a lockpick? Well, the fighter, in order to get 100% has to fight every monster in the forest. One of these monsters, the Saurus Rex, will not appear until I have 1,000 experience points. So I've gone through the trouble of getting a lockpick because lockpicking trains extremely quickly. It's the fastest training skill, and it's going to get me up to about 500 experience points very quickly. I believe that's okay, yeah. I wanted to get my lock picking past 40 so that I could start picking my nose. And yes, picking the nose is a speedrun strat. This is a valid speedrun strat. Pick your nose. Picking the healer's head is difficulty 10. Picking your nose is difficulty 40. If your lock picking is below 40, you might die picking your nose. But once you do, or you are above 40, then you can pick it until about 90. Experience gain does check the difficulty of whatever you're trying to do. And if you're more than 50 away from the target DC, then you will not get any more experience doing that skill, which is why lock picking is going to cap at 92 there. My climbing, I think, is above 35. I didn't check it there. 35 climbing is pretty much all I need for everything. Since I have actually done a lot of lockpicking training, my agility and intelligence are pretty high, and that's going to help me out in combat a little bit. Let's see, I'm looking for a fight. Cool, got a kitty. Weapon accuracy formula. Weapon accuracy is a weighted average of weapon use, agility, strength, intelligence, and luck. Weapon use makes up about half of your accuracy, but agility is actually a surprisingly high 25%. So agility does help you hit things in combat as well. Not only that, but weapon use goes up a lot faster when your strength and agility are higher. Come on, kitty. Safety save here. Sometimes the hero paths and leaves the screen when I try to take the claws. And you know what? I want to drink a stamina potion as well. I am looking for Mantray. This early in the game, Mantrays and Cheetars only appear at night. They'll start appearing during the day after 1,000 experience. Let's see, go right here. Encounter? No. I'm going to start safety saving here, manipulating encounters. That is not the Mantray. That is, however, a Brigand, so I do need to fight them as well. It occurs to me that my health is at about half, so I should drink a healing potion for safety. Alright. Technically, I don't really need the Mantray until later, but Mantrays are really good weapon use training, and I kind of want it a little bit early on. I'm safety saving here to try to manipulate encounters. Here it is. Each room in the forest has a different encounter chance rate. The room south of Baba Yaga's hut here has an encounter rate of 35, so it's one of the highest encounter rates you can get in the forest. That is north of the Antwerp. Another note on encounter rates, they double at night, so my chance of seeing an encounter here is actually 70% at the moment. It doubles again if you've used the Dispel Potion, and you can double your doubling to get a quadrupling. And yes, whipping my weapon like this is training weapon use. Even though agility really helps with it, I do need as much weapon accuracy as I can get, because I've got some hard fights coming later on that need me to actually hit my target for me to win. It doesn't matter what my defense is. Yeah, I'm actually whipping a lot here, which is going to be great for weapon accuracy training. There we go. I did see the note indicating that I was getting tired, so I'm going to go ahead and visit the graveyard. There's a bit of mandrake root at the graveyard that you can only pick at midnight, and the game tells you you're getting tired once it becomes midnight. You get 2 points for using the undead unguent, and then another 6 points for getting the mandrake root. If you don't use the undead unguent, then those ghosts kill you instantly. Safety save here. That was an encounter, but I think that's a brigand. So prior to 1,000 experience, the rooms east of the Antwerp Cave are the only place that you can find a troll. And in fact, there are only 2 encounters that can show up here, brigands or trolls. The troll is about a 1 in 5 chance. Oh, that was a long load. Is that a troll? Yeah, that's a troll. Did I see the Antwerp explosion? Yeah, I did. I did stab the Antwerp. Troll's not going to be too difficult. For you fans who are familiar with this game and might be wondering if Fred is tougher than the average troll, the answer is yes, Fred is tougher than the average troll. Alright, Troll Beard and Cheetar Claws, most of the encounters I've gotten. It's time to head back to town, because I get points for sleeping at the inn. Small EGA, VGA difference. The inn is open all night in VGA, but in EGA it closes at midnight. 1 night's rest. 112 points. Alright, day 2. I do want to pass time to about midday, so I'm going to rest 1 hour there. I haven't seen a Purple Saurus yet. Purple Saurus cannot appear at night, so I kind of really want to see one. Is that one? That's not one. The game pauses a little bit when it's loading an encounter. Only the magic user gets points for actually sleeping at Arana's piece, so I'm just going to come here for the fruit and the flowers and then move on. There's an ogre here guarding the cave. And the ogre is actually a really good target for practicing weapon use on, because he's not going to step forward until you let him. As long as you're stabbing nothing, he's just going to stay back there and let you miss repeatedly. But the game is rolling my weapon use skill. It is giving me experience in that, as well as strength and agility, and also vitality, because my stamina is draining. My usual route has me drain my stamina bar 2 times against the ogre. Oh, I wasted a flask, and that's why I buy extras. I normally buy... Well, some of my previous runs indicated I only really need about 5 stamina potions. I bought 8 for safety. Because again, the VGA remake is bugged. If my stamina runs out during combat, then I will instantly die. That's a bug. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to start draining my health with actions instead, but something got messed up in the translation of VGA. I'm actually going to run here and do a safety save before I finish off the ogre, because my game has locked up before upon defeating him. Okay, good. You don't need to get the ogre's chest in order to get 100%. The ogre's chest is not worth anything. Alright, calm the bear to get past it. For some reason, you only get points when giving food to the bear. You don't get points for using the calm spell. Another safety save here. I should be tough enough to take on the kobold with my weapon use skills as is. Wow, I didn't miss a single time. We also do have a stun lock against the kobold with both the flame dart spell as well as throwing about 70 or so rocks. So I don't necessarily need to be strong enough to take on the kobold, but swinging my sword at it kind of helps with the stats. So it turns out the bear was actually the transformed baronet. Let's see, I believe I rest 1 more hour and then it is midday. Okay, good. I don't want to rest anymore. I'm looking for a purple source. No, not there. Alright, Spitting Seed. There's a couple of stat requirements here. I should have the climbing for this. Whoa, that was fast. It's 35 climbing to get up there. If you want to use the fetch spell, then it's 25 fetch. And if you want to use throwing, then that is random difficulty, and your chance of success is your throwing skill minus 10. I haven't visited the Meeps yet. So there's a known bug here. And I guess I'll go ahead and show it off, but then just say some stuff. So the Meeps have the Detect Magic scroll, and Normally, fighters and thieves don't have magic, so they can't get the detect magic scroll, but I do have magic. And so, first of all, get the green fur here, and then get the detect magic scroll, and I get 4 points for learning detect magic. That's a bug. That's not supposed to happen, and it makes it possible for me to hit 500 while skipping some other tasks, but I don't like using that bug, and I don't like allowing that bug, so I'm just going to finish this run with 504 points instead. Go ahead and give you the acorn. Walking here, if I run, sometimes it soft locks. Quest for Glory 1 VGA is actually quite prone to soft locks. Like, the hero gets stuck on something and then the game never lets you resume again. This archery range conversation, it happens after you either free the bear or kill the bear, and it happens at midday. You get points for overhearing it. You set a flag that allows you to use the hide-and-go-seek password. No purple source. Not so good luck there. Avoid the screen south of the archery range for about 40 seconds. That's how long Bruno is there. There's a lot of guides that say try to avoid going directly to the south of the screen, take a roundabout way to get there. That's not how it works. He's just simply there for 40 seconds. Once you wait 40 seconds, maybe wait a minute just to be safe, then he'll be gone. However, don't enter the archery range from the side ever again, because you'll either instantly die or instantly softlock the game. Purple Source? I saw a pause there. The chance of a Saurus is 1 in 3. Each monster has equal chance. You get some points for asking Bruno about something. Ask him about Baba Yaga's hut to learn the rhyme there, just to make him useful for something. And then we've got stuff to turn into the healer. I have soft-locked the game before by turning in the Cheetar Claws and the Troll Beard after I have turned in the Dispel Potion ingredients. So I'm just gonna do Claws and Beard first, and then do the Dispel Potion ingredients. Oh, and I haven't given her ring back yet. Oh, shoot. I crashed the game. Alright, let's see where I last saved. Wow, that's never happened before. Do I need to hear the rhyme in VGA? Yes. That's going to be real. Oh my god. Okay, so I am very sorry, everyone, because I have just borked the run. Everything is, yeah, everything is broken. My safety save is corrupted. Yeah, that's never happened before. Alright. So, since I don't want to keep y'all waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and start this over again and keep going. But I'm going to. What am I gonna do? I'll go ahead and finish up this game, and but it's gonna end up being any percent. So sorry about that, but that's what I gotta do now. In fact, I'll just go ahead and do pure any percent. Yeah, that's a new one. Yeah. Okay. 35 stealth, 5 magic, the rest strength. Y'all are. Since I have completely botched the 100% run, we're just gonna go ahead and do a quick any percent run and then call it good. And we'll just do major skips, and then I'll call it good. Okay. Oh, I should have started the timer there. This one will be about 4 minutes long. I'll just get this done. Okay, so any percent. You're gonna go here. You're gonna get the open spell. I'm gonna use all manner of glitches available to me, just cause. Yeah, open spells needed. 35 stealth is the easiest way to get the key from the kobold. So I'm gonna go ahead and head there. Yeah, I apologize, everyone. Okay, feed bear, run in here. The key. You can get the key from the kobold without waking up the kobold. The requirements for this are either 35 stealth or 35 fetch skill. Stealth is a lot easier to do. Alright, once we have released the bear, we can listen to the archery range conversation. The game, conveniently enough, begins at midday on day 1, and the conversation happens during midday. You do need the hide-and-go-seek password, otherwise Fred is going to be angry when you open his door, and you don't want to make Fred angry. Alright. Astute Quest for Glory gamers will realize that I don't have the Dispel Potion. That's not going to be a problem here. First things first, Open Spell will open this up, and I lucked my way to opening it up. Hide and go seek. Alright, so there's going to be a little glitch here with climbing over the fence here. You do it 3 times, and then Toro catches you mid-climb, which is going to make you run around and then suddenly warp into the fortress without having to actually fight him. That's a neat little bug there. This Brigand cafeteria pretty much goes the same way every time. You wait, bar the door, wait for them to turn away, move the chair, and then you've got the Three Stooges here. Wait for them to be approximately halfway, then knock over the candle. If you knock over the candle too soon, then they'll go around sooner and then kill you. Wait for them to go around the end there, go up there, grab the chandelier rope, swing, wait for the chandelier to drop, and go. Alright, so then you're in this place. Gonna go ahead and stop here. The solution's pretty much always the same. Go in the right door, pull the chain, go back through the left door. He might throw something at me while I'm here. Yep, he threw a meep at me. Okay, so again, I don't have the Dispel Potion, and also the Brigand Leader is very good with a sword. In fact, she's going to dispatch me instantly if I don't do something about it. So what am I going to do? Open up the character sheet and then run away bravely. The end. Yeah, your movement is locked upon entering that room, and you're normally supposed to throw the Dispel Potion on her before you can move again, but if you toss a knife, or cast the open spell, or open up the character sheet, then your movement suddenly unlocks again, and you can just leave the room, and the game thinks you dispelled her, and it gives you the ending. And there we go, that's Quest for Glory 1. Unfortunately not 100%, I'm nowhere near 100%. But I tried, and I ran into a crash that I had never seen before. Very heroic. And so that's it. And yeah, this glitch does really help with our full series runs because we can actually somehow skip 3 out of 5 of the main games in the series with glitches like that. Any percent is very short. So I'm sorry I did not manage 100%. The game is mad at me, but thank you for watching, everyone. And if you liked watching Quest for Glory, I'm going to be doing this again for the Questing for Glory marathon. That one is going to be triple bingo. So, thanks and have fun, SGLive. See y'all later.
Alright. Alright. Okay, hi. I am Anti-Aaron, and welcome to Hard Corpse Uprising, Rising Mode with Sayori.
Come with me.
She is a broken character. She makes the game faster, quicker, and a whole lot of fun. So, we wait for it to load.
Let's rock.
Let's start the show off with the good old Contra theme. And we start her off in 3, 2, 1, go. And we are bringing a knife to a gunfight. So first thing we do is we dash on through as fast as possible and we mow the lawn. This character is really overpowered, really great for speed running, and is a down a loadable character. But she makes quick work of everything. Proof that we are playing a Contra game with the wall boss. And now we're approaching even more desert, which will have quicksand, which will try to drop you down. They expect you to go to the top, but we are here to play fast, so we just speed on through and air dash through. Do our action there to get over that. Flight, watch out for that. Do an air dash over that to get there quicker. And we make short work of that by aiming back. And there we go. There's the first phase of that. Now coming up here, we want to do a jump and a dash, and try not to overshoot. Or we undershoot, but that's alright. As long as we don't overshoot or land in the pit that he is rising from, we're good. Now that we're behind, we need to get up to him quick as possible before he rises into the sky. Alright. And good things, bad things happen, but that's alright.
I grow tired of killing.
And we find out that he ain't dead yet. Yep, Sierra the Weed Whacker. That will be next. So, aim back. Just gonna take it out front. Now comes the most difficult part. If you're playing casually, the jump. Because sometimes she has butterfingers.
Mission clear. Stupendous.
Now coming up the jungle. Everyone's favorite. And this game is available on the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and X. Only difference between the latter is everything else has a faster load time. Now we are a Weed Whacker. Watch out for the poisonous plants, cause they will affect your speed, cause you won't be able to do any dashes. So
Not again.
that's never fun. So right now we just go on through, taking care of everything, being the Weed Whacker. Watching out for the poisonous plants. Then we have these guys who will hop up at you. Just take them out the same. That bomber likes to be a little troll. And we just keep on clearing through. Come through. If you are playing this and you want to get a whole lot of points, this is the spot for it. Now we do the Phantomire jump, but we have Butterfingers. So that happens, and we continue on through. Coming up is a little tricky part, so you want to aim at the angle because things are going to fly at you. Double dash, fire so that you don't get hit. Dash over, troll, fall into the water. And since I fell into the water, I am not going to get the quick kill, but there is a backup strat.
Such a strange fellow.
So what you do is about halfway through, before he teleports, fire the projectile, and he shall be stunned.
I'll kill you.
Or miss completely.
Not so soon.
But
Let's do this again.
Mission clear.
things happen and we go through. We keep on pushing on.
A true warrior.
It's not called Hard Corpse for a reason. Now the ruins. Yep, she does make this look easy. And that's the best part.
Mission.
Because if you want to play this game...
Stop here.
Oh, cool, the glitch.
It's too slow, pathetic.
Chop through that. Run up the wall. Dash up. Dash up. Go down. Triple dash.
Warning. Warning.
Yep. Digress. So we just walk up, slash the eyeball right there. Take the hit point, take the hit. Cut on through. And do our best impression of Indiana Jones. So just run on through. Hit the action. Hit the action. Load up a fire to take out the bat. Block up a fire because we want to take out a guy that's going to come here and shoot you. Double jump up these, triple jump here. Fire on through. And make that look really easy.
That ceiling is unstable.
Double dash above. Going through here. And just sail all the way through. Building up our hit combo along the way. Duck under that. Hopefully we can get lucky and have a quick kill here of the air jump and slash. Let's see if we can get it. Can we get it? Charge up. 1, 2, 3. And nope. But it is possible to get that in a single hit. It's just really difficult. So right here we just come up and chop away. Watch out for the spike. So we just do our ninja jump and be invincible. And there's that.
Mission clear. Stupendous. Tremendous.
Now, Capital Highway, we have our auto scroller, which everyone loves the auto scrollers. Now, here is where you can learn your precision in the projectile firing, because that's pretty much what you'll be doing this entire stage, along with strife movements, where you can keep on firing in a direction and move back and forth,
Mission. Start. I'm going in.
like so.
Discover the ring. Super machine.
So wait for this to come to try to take us out. Just do a double jump and get over it. And this is for your air attacks. Then it comes, and then just jump over it with a down slash. Helicopter coming. Couldn't quite see that. Definitely, this is where you can learn how to fire your projectiles. One more copter. Just jump over it. And the fear as he crashes right into a sign. First little mini boss, this is when we hold down our lock to strife, so we just wait for it to come around the bend and just walk back with it. Best part about this game is that it has a auto fire option, so I'm not, being forced to tap like crazy, because my mashing skills aren't the best. And that takes care of all of that. Just watch out for that. Go under that. Watch out for the troll there. And now we're back to cars trying to run us down. So, same thing. Just do the double jump over it, aim it down, take him out, no problem. Oh, watch out for that. So that is a nice little psych out. If you get hit, there's your health back. Here, just aim down, take out the oncoming as it takes out the one behind it. Same here with these guys. Come to the back because there's one sneaking up. We have a roofer. Bottom. And wait for these guys. We're gonna have little bots coming up, so we count them off as 1, 2, 3, up. One more. Hold our strife, hopefully get that with the fire attack. Walk up here, get the last one. Duck under, watch for the crash. Let's see if we can take them all out in one shot. Probably not. Nope, I took them all out in one shot. Because sometimes the one that's in behind it will come up, so you have to take that one out. Here's the truck. She makes short work of this guy, so we don't have to worry about the second phase and a 20-second delay as it's tossing down all those pipes in the background. Now we just take everything out. So, angle up and fire back, angles up and fire back. If you need your health, it's right there, because you are going to be needing all the health you can get, because you will be taking a lot of hits. A lot of hits on this next boss. Because you need to. You need the iframes. So the strafe and the lockdown, take out that eyeball. Didn't want to do that, but that's alright. So we get the full, so we have a extra hit for comfort. Because we'll have to do that, mainly, and then just come up, take out the insides, because don't worry about the outside, you don't need it. Because it just chops them, like so. Now, come on through and have some fire projectiles to at least do like a little bit of damage as we chop away. Take the hit, chop away in the strife back, angle up back on, in the strife, so that when it goes up you can just follow it, strife down again in the middle, because walk back with it. Wait till it's horizontal, take the hit, chop away, and that is that.
A true warrior.
Alright, Capital Laboratory. This is where the fun precision platforming begins. So our first is you can try to take out all of the
Mission.
alarms like so.
Like innocent.
So all of the so we don't have to chop down all of our doors. And the only one that we pretty much have to chop down is that one. And we can just rush on through. Take the go on up. Come on through. Watch for the hole. Clear the path. Aim up. Stand about right here. Hold down the actual position lock. Aim diagonally up, and that takes care of that. Now comes the hard part. Because we got these guys here that are out to pull you up in the air. Like so. Triple jump, double jump. Well, didn't quite make it on the platform, but that's alright. We got through without dying. And just plow on through here without breaking the glass. And clear everything out. Try not to have the scientist get hit. But he does. Because he's not that smart. Thankfully, he didn't stand still and look around at the top of the stairs.
Warning.
Alright.
Warning.
Now with this boss, we don't want to chop down all of the arms. We just only want to chop down the first arm, because if we chop down 2 of them, it's going to be a longer fight. So, we play it safe. Take that out, come over here, take that one out. Get hit for some reason. Take out that. Wait till it's all the way here, and then just do our jumps. And take out the alien.
Mission clear. A true warrior.
Now, Capital Railway is another auto-scroller. Always fun. And now we just take that out. Take him out. Take that out. Helicopter. Precision movements. 1 pillar, 2 pillar. 1 pillar, 2 pillar, 1 pillar, 2 pillar, duck. If you don't have the ninja jump, you just drop down, jump up, drop down, jump up, down, jump up. But since she has the ninja jump, you can just so and that will just stop right there for you, so you wouldn't have to worry about anything if you were trying to figure out how do you get through and not get hit. Take out these projectiles. We're gonna have a few come spine down. That. Wait for the power pod to get underneath, or else you're going to miss. Take care of that. Take care of him. They all spawn exactly the same, so it's just the same pattern you have to memorize. Laser if you were looking for it. If you were using a gun. Alright, take care of him. Take care of him. Drop down so his particles don't destroy the train, because if a train gets destroyed, time goes very slow. Well, that hurt. She didn't want to run. Screen warp. Take care of the one that fell so it doesn't destroy the train. First little mini boss, we get to our corner, hit our lock, aim diagonally or just aim straight up, take your pick on how you prefer to. Next, our mini boss, we wait till the train tracks are completely all the way on the screen. Take care of that. Get about here, hopefully. And that's how we make quick work of that. Now we approach the ever fun of the vertical boss. So a wrong move equals death. What you want to do is take out the right and left arm at the bottom. Hopefully so we just aim up at first. Angle that way and do a air dash back onto the train. And make short work.
Trained.
Yes, poorly trained indeed.
A true warrior.
Capitol Tower building. Let's see if we can get the helicopter skips. Because trying to defeat helicopters off the side of a building is a little tough. So we can use a warp, to skip the entire phase of the two helicopters. Which is always good, because we want to go fast. So, come on through and start slashing away. Watch out for the cars. Aim down so that you don't get attacked by the little hoppers. And come on through and slash away. In the elevator, it's the same setup every time. Now with this, there's going to be a couple coming down and two down here, so get ready with the projectile. Take that one out, aim up, and projectile that one. Take care of that and that. Take care of those two. Take care of him with the projectiles. Projectile just to take him out quicker. Now, do we get the fast, slow, or medium? Let's find out. Fast. And we climb. The ninja jump is really nice because you can just dodge. And then dash right through the door. Bad dogs now. Comes copter skips. Let's see if we can get them. jumped a little too early.
It's not
But there we
over.
go. There's one.
It's not worth
There's two.
trying.
And there's copter skips. And if you're a fan of any hardcorps, gotta have a rocket phase.
It's not over.
That's alright, I don't... the only trade-off of doing the copter skips is you lose the ability to do a quick kill on the final two bosses. So that's the trade-off. Then over here we want to be on this side. Jump above. Get the slash in. Land on the platform. So I'll try to land on the platform. Fly through the door.
Did you show up just to be killed? It's showtime.
Show why we are a ninja. Bring out our inner Samus. Aim up and run, and then have your action ready to dodge as he tosses the enemies at you. Go over this. Start running. Slash him out. Watch out for the floor because it will fall. Made it. That is a tricky precision jump. Get to about his feet so we can just do a semicircle and take him out in one fell swoop.
Warning.
Since we lost the quick kill on the copter skips, we pretty much do the same thing, but we need to take a hit. So,
This will be telling.
one, drop down, two, then jump over, take the hit so we can get through this. And we wanted to get in that last hit, but the iframes wore out.
You're poorly trained.
Because usually you can get in that last hit. I think I just did a higher jump than I wanted to.
Time to say goodbye.
I won't let you escape. Warning. Warning. Warning.
And now one of the most easiest, where you don't have to worry about anything except press up and down. So we aim up.
You're in the way.
And we aim down. And that is that.
I grow tired of killing.
And make short work.
Mission clear.
Now we're on to the final stage.
A true warrior.
She couldn't kill him. Aww. Still the same man that abandoned her and her mother. Oh. It's father-daughter. So, family squabbles, gotta love them. And this is pretty much the most difficult stage to try to get a handle on when you're trying to speedrun this. The first part is pretty much easy because it's just that, and aim back. Watching out for these rockets. And that. Time it's that, aim back, that, aim back, that, aim back. Another phase of rockets. And we fly. Let's see if we can get the mid-air dash. So we don't have to worry about doing a jump. We get it. Now here's the most hardest part because you gotta keep on going. You cannot stop because this part's in a cycle, and if you miss the cycle, you will get hit by one, as you see there. Uh-oh. And you missed that if that happens. So, we're not gonna get the next skip. Nope. Well, we can. Usually drop right there, and we skip over to here. And same here, we do the same. Let's not get into the wall, and we skip right into there. So there's some seconds saved. And the trickiest part right here is trying to do that without dying. That is really, really hard if you're trying to move quick. So, because if we fall in that part there, we don't get a quick kill from here on out. And we want the quick kill. So. It's alright. As long as we're still on the platform, we are good. Chop down the pillars. See her climb to the top. Chop without falling. That's why I try to keep a little bit of distance. Then we climb over to about here, wait till it's almost around, and then semicircle down, and that makes short work of that. Now comes the last phase, where it's everything flying at you and rockets coming up. So I try to aim down.
So, you want to be dead? I'm going to enjoy this battle.
So, our final boss is just stand there and
Now,
You're
can
poorly
I
trained.
beat you up?
watch him fall.
Let's begin the final battle.
Yep. So just come and slash, watch for the stomp, and you know when you have the quick kill because his power drains quickly.
I grow
Since he
tired
is
of
our
killing.
stepfather and he's trying to kill us, any Empire Strikes Back fans, someone call Leia for help. Since we have our quick kill, we come on, climb on up, get to the top here, slash, then up, triple jump, and we take him out, no problem. And our time is coming up soon. Let's hope we don't despawn the rocket. Got it. Because this here, it will despawn. So we don't time. And that is time.
Mission clear.
And this has been Hardcorp's Uprising. Rising mode Sayori at 36:35.
A true warrior.
Thank you.
Just for any confirmation, if you want to let me know if you can hear me, that would be great, even though I'm confident in Fiesel's amazing tech skills. But I'm just going to assume that the answer to that question is yes. So, I'm here to show off a funny little game for you called Crosswords 2. I would like to transition out of this menu, but the load times on the Neo Geo CD are extremely long, so we're not going to do that. As I just said, Crosswords 2, this is a beat 'em up released by 80K in 1995 for the Neo Geo CD. And it is a pretty cool video game. It is, well, we're going to have a fun time. This is going to be a very technical beat 'em up, so I'm going to have a lot to say about the run while we do it. So I'm ready to start. Go ahead and get our way. This load screen is fast. The other ones are not going to be this fast. Get ready for loading. We're picking this character. You'll find out why later. And Gauss's counterattack, which is the route that we're doing. The other one's just boss rush. As I said, this is going to be a very technical beat 'em up run. There's already a major trick at the beginning of this run that we need to get. We need to kill these enemies extremely fast because we're going to be going slow to go fast. Okay, we killed this set of enemies. That's good. So we're going slow to be going fast. If we kill those enemies fast enough, they spawn this set of gold tails, and they're going to drop a lot of money. And this allows us to do... Oh, okay, we got really bad RNG right there. This is going to allow us to do a very specific route. Oh, okay, I set up the health perfectly. A very specific route where we're going to be buying a major upgrade very early. Because this game is RPG mechanic, where you'll be able to buy things from the shop at the end of some stages. To not get killed by Hyper Rat. Alright, here's the reason why we picked this character. This starting spell that the warrior starts with is broken. It will basically stun lock almost every boss to death until like the 5th or 6th one. 4150 is a little low on the money, but I'll go for 2 anyway. It's kind of scary to do that. This route is actually extremely tight, and if you get exceptionally bad luck, it will not work. You're gonna see me abusing this attack a lot. This is the highest damage attack in the game, basically, for most of it. It is a desperation attack, though, so it uses my health as a resource. It uses quite a bit of health, too. I'm gonna play a little safe. The most important thing about this is that it can kill enemies in the back row. Normally, enemies in the back row are pretty safe from most effects. But this is one of the few ways that you can hit them. Also, speaking of killing enemies fast, you may be thinking, hey TPC, this looks like an auto-scroller to me. How are you speedrunning this game? Well, as you can tell right now, actually, we had to wait quite a while there. There's a few time segments of this game where it will wait for that, but otherwise, it's basically like a wave-based game. You're trying to get from one wave to another. Kill this guy. We don't have to do that, and pretty much equal speed to not do it. And now we're just kill Mobile Rat for 5. You need a little bit of good luck right there, or else he'll just kill you. Okay, we're looking good on the money. Yeah, we're gonna need to get to exactly 9,700 gold. Well, not exactly, but that's how much gold that we need. To buy a very, very major upgrade that if you think that this spell is broken, yeah, you're not even ready. Okay, good enemy grouping. You do need to kill them very, very fast. Because we're waiting right now. You can see the game basically in this sense is waiting. There's going to be like certain amount of waves that you're going to have to go through. This is where you kind of need to manage your health. You're going to try and want to group these together so you can kill them one less desperation move, but you also don't want to go slow because the game is waiting right now. Yeah, like this is bad. I got them out of time. And I'm out of all resources, so I'm actually going to take an intentional death. They will fly away eventually. We're gonna be taking a lot of intentional deaths in this run. Yeah, this game is so cool, and this speed run is really neat too. It's a lot of very technical routing, which is not something that you usually expect from a beat up. At the beginning of the game, most of the boss fights will be a complete joke. Iron Warrior, we turn to jump forward. Okay, we barely caught him with the tip of that. Or I'll play it a little safe because I was late on the first jump. And I use the desperation move to kill slightly faster. I really don't care about picking up the health from these because like we're gonna be using so many intentional deaths. Alright, do not accidentally buy something. Yeah, the jump move is basically like the highest DPS outside of the desperation move, which if you're just trying to like stun lock something, that's kind of important. Another thing about the desperation move is that it will push enemies in the front row to the back, which is kind of bad. We're basically hoping for good luck in that enemies don't jump in our way during it, so that it'll hit the multiple enemies in the back row. So like that, like I was counting on him to actually die fast, and that was kind of my mistake. We are not on a time limit for this section, though. Yeah, sometimes enemies will layer like that and like won't kill them. Let's go on this set. Okay, yeah, you can hit multiple of them at a time. This is gonna be kind of slow because I don't have any health. I actually do need to die right now, but he'll die by the spell. You can do creative little tricks like that. This is going to be the hardest boss. Okay, we did that a lot pretty fast, so the game is waiting. Shadow Knight is the first boss we're gonna see that can actually break spells. So we're gonna need some good luck on desperation moves. We're aiming for him to jump or do an action. Okay, the burst also takes a lot of health. So see, he can also just go straight through the desperation, which is really bad. If you get some good luck, you can throw some spells in for more damage. Make sure to pick up the gems, because otherwise you will not have enough money for this route. We should have just barely enough, actually. Yeah, that was a pretty bad Shadow Knight kill, but that boss is just so random. It can go horrifically wrong, and there's really nothing that you can do about it. Either you get lucky and he starts pulling out a move or not. Okay, barely. The mage enemies will practically always drop magic, which we're going to use right here to basically zone out the Devil Eyes. Okay, they barely stood in the sweet spot. Because the game is actually waiting on us right now, so... these gold gammers, we don't really care about killing. You can kill one right there. Because... unless they jump forward. We want to kill them if they jump forward. If they stay in the back row, they'll eventually just die like this. Like, they'll explode fireballs, which... I mean, they're not a problem. Oh, okay, I don't want to hit this guy in the front. Like, that's kind of like worst case scenario. I wanted him to actually stay back. So I'll take the, that was intentional, to take the intentional death, but also kill him with the spell. That's a neat little trick. I'm actually gonna be playing it a little safe and, like, going out of my way to pick up all the money. Oh, you can sometimes get both of those guys. You also cannot kill gold gammers in one desperation. It's pretty important. So it's not worth it to kill them. Oh, we got really good luck right there. Sometimes the Cairo soldier can just jump forward immediately, and I don't know. I had the read and I went for it, so. Just really bad when they start jumping forward. We need to kill this guy right now. Aim is actually waiting on us on the boss. I have like really bad health right now, so I'm gonna take the death. Scarlet Mage can also block desperation moves, and spells do not do a lot of damage. Oh, actually, okay. I think we got bad luck on the money route, because I should have 9,700 right now. So that's kind of really, really, really bad, and we'll lose like a minute or two. That's how much it actually matters. I don't know what went wrong. I went out of my way to pick up a lot of money. I think we just got bad luck on some of the money drop. It is pretty risky to buy 2 level ups at the beginning of the game. Usually in marathons I only go for 1, but I figured to hold with a little this time. It's kind of sad that I can't show off early meteor route. This run's going to be quite slow. This boss is also going to be a major problem without it. Yeah, stop jumping forward. I'm getting pretty bad luck on the gold cameras. They usually will just entirely stay back. Still waiting on it. I don't remember the exact font. Yeah, you kind of hope that they jump forward immediately. Okay. I had to guess on whether he was going to jump left or right. Yeah, you can see this is an extremely slow kill on a lot of these enemies now, just because we don't have the spell that we would have had by now. And this boss especially is going to be a major issue. Okay, I tried to time that. You can time it extremely tight where you'll throw the spell and the mage will hit you at the exact same time. I want this guy to jump forward. And that guy chose to explode immediately, which is really good luck. Doesn't bad turtle. This boss is completely a huge problem. Because he can basically do everything that Shadow Knight does except worse. So he can break spells, he can block desperation moves, and block everything for a short while. It's completely random whether he does or not when you throw one. Unless you have the spell that we bought earlier, which can actually stun lock him. And it's also random how much time he spends at the stage. He also doesn't drop any money. It doesn't matter, there's no shop on the stage, so we will have enough money by the next stage, hopefully. Act 7. We just about hit the halfway point. So now, also without this spell, this stage is going to be extremely slow. Especially the boss. Trying to actually throw out the desperation move is a little awkward. You wouldn't think it would be. There's basically a dedicated movement button in this game. I'm just going to take these guys because I don't have the spell. Maybe okay. And yeah, they'll occasionally just run straight into the spell. They'll actively try and dodge you, but not always themselves. But I'm out, so I'm gonna have to. They also don't do like any damage, which is kind of bad because I actually really want to die right now. I have to hope that one of the fail works quickly. There's basically nothing I can do about them now. Yeah, to actually do the desperation move, you hit the movement button up and attack at the same time. But it's a lot tighter than it has any right to. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Pistorio, this boss is normally a complete joke with the really fireball route. So I'm gonna take the death because I'm gonna have to pop a lot of desperation. You can also block a lot of buttons. Okay, bad luck. Luckily the burst is completely undodgeable for any enemy, so getting bad luck, and he's deciding to not do anything. Pretty bad. He can even do it while he's down like that. There we go. Timed that right. Now at least the game's gonna start picking up because we're going to buy our second cell, which we would have had 2 stages before if we did this correct. Which is this one. The meteor. I'm gonna buy level ups and magic. One other small note about this game, and I'm sure people will be curious about, that you may be wondering, if you're really knowledgeable about this game, you may be wondering, this is a Japan exclusive release. So hey TBC, why is it in English? Well, this game is wonderfully import friendly, and it will actually change its language depending on what Neo Geo CD system it's served to. Normally I run the game in Japanese just for funsies, I don't know, but I decided to leave it in English for your enjoyment. First miss. You don't want to spend meters if you don't have to. This stage is going to have quite a bit of waiting, so... but against these guys, I'll throw it out. So you can see the meteor hits both rows. It does a ton of damage. It will hit enemies twice, and sometimes even 3 times. So it's pretty amazing. My health is a little low, so this will not be... There's a pretty technical quick kill coming up. This guy is not playing nice. If I hit him with anything, he would have died. This is a technical quick kill. I'm gonna try. Jump twice, throw meteor. Okay, we got kind of bad damage on that, but he decided to hit me, so the burst would have killed him. I'm a little lower level than you, but I can fly. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I didn't mess up anything with the money routing. I don't know. It might just be luck at this rate. But yeah, there's a skeleton worm quick kill. It's really cool. Now we have the stage with a lot of waiting. If you enjoy waiting, you're gonna love this stage. I'm just gonna pick up all the money at this rate. Like, I don't even know why. It's really not that worth it. You're being bad luck. I'm gonna throw it to unlock. Sadly, like, this amount of desperation moves is like just barely enough to not kill them. You'll see them survive with a pixel every time. We have a ton of time to be waiting on this stage. Okay, yeah, it's not good to get hit by those, because they'll stun-lock you for a long time and you can't burst out. I actually want to start blowing my health right now, because I only have 1 meteor, and we're going to need at least like 3 to the off. Good. Gonna wait for the 3rd one to spawn, for the meteor. Okay, I missed. That's kind of bad, because now I can't do anything about these guys. Okay, let's go for the meteor. 5 meteors is plenty enough. And there's gonna be so much waiting, we can just take care of these guys with the desperation. The movement in this game is just so satisfying. It's so nice to just like dash across the whole line of money. The first game didn't actually have the movement button. This is a sequel, hence the 2 in the title, I know, if you couldn't tell. This is a sequel to like a classic arcade beat-em-up game. So, you were not expected to kill those guys that fast. So, we have a lot of waiting. Yeah, I highly recommend that everybody out there plays this game, especially if you like beat 'em ups or like the Neo Geo. Like, this game is fantastic. This is one of the very, very few Neo Geo CD exclusive games, actually. Here's the coolest boss in the game, by the way. I'm gonna try and pull off this quick kill. It can be a little luck-based. Also, coolest boss intro. The Master Samurai is my favorite boss. So I think Skeleton Worm has the coolest quick kill. So if you get some good luck on some triple hits, okay, we did get good luck, because that was exactly enough to kill him, actually. Now on the top, buy as many level ups, and magic recovery. It's a good thing that we do have this meteor, because otherwise this boss would be impossible. Even with the meteor, this is not an easy boss. That's the hash. That's throw the meteor cell. You can see just how destructive the meteor cell is. I haven't even explained how to play this game like normally, like not like this. You obviously don't want to do this while playing this game. But in this game, how it works if you're interested, because I think you will be after hearing how it works, that every single attack in... Sorry, my throat's been kind of weird. I've actually been recovering from COVID this past week, so... But every single attack in this game is either high or low. You can correspondingly block high or low, as you can see. And if you do, the enemy gets stunned for a very long time, and you can open them up with an attack. Why did I throw me? Okay, I thought there was going to be dialogue or whatever. So I'm going to play this safe and just spam the meteor. And then, okay. You can block in the middle of things, so it becomes a real big problem. Yeah, correspondingly, you block high or low, and then you can hit them with something. But the key thing is this also applies to you. So enemies can block your attack and counter you. We're almost at the end, by the way. We only have 2 more stages left. And this one is extremely short. We do only have 1 meteor, though, which is a problem. So I'm going to have to quickly route out a way to take potential death. This game is so much on-the-fly routing. I don't want to pick up the health. Okay, I didn't want to pick up the health, but this guy's just going to get 1 hit anyway. The routing work has not been stellar for this one so far, but it happens in this game. This game can go wrong in so many different ways. We're also going to be waiting for a bit. If we do this right. Oh, okay, we don't want them to block. Just like all beat 'em ups. This game has an extreme amount of randomness. You see, we have quite a while to wait. Here's Zane and Gamel, here's the... all of the knights that we saw earlier. You know, the epic plot of the game. Great sound effects, by the way. They drop a ton of money. We don't need any more for the rest of the game. Like, this is literally just 4 at this rate. Except it will matter for this, is that we spent all our resources. So we need to buy a ton of magic and life recovery. Don't buy any other spell, by the way. The meteor spell is legitimately the best one. Like, there's legitimately no better spell. So we can just, like, spam meteors against the mages. They drop magic. Most mages will. You can kind of go nuts with meteors in the stage for a while. This is the last stage of the game, by the way. So we have a pretty epic fight. Gold Knight. You can sometimes get, like, a weird triple hit with meteors. Actually, yeah, all gold is useless because this is the last stage. You can see the game really did not expect us to kill them that fast. I am gonna have to start setting up my health in a certain way though, so I should start going all. So right now, if I'm picking up gold, it's literally just fun. Oh, nice. I'm gonna get him with the quick kill. That's actually really hard and extremely random. Because they can just jump if they want to. Normally, you'll have to spin another gear. You see, if they're jumping in between planes, sometimes it can get a little weird. Oh, nice. Okay, got all. Sometimes they can just dodge punch. Oh, he just barely didn't do enough damage to kill him. I'm pretty sure that's what happens if you get a triple hit on the meteor. Okay, do not pick that up. that was a full health recovery, or it's like a half health recovery. You do not want to pick that up. After this, we're almost to the very end. We only have 2 more bosses. Yeah, refight with Mad Turtle, who optimally you would want to take an intentional death before, so you could just completely blast them. You see, it only takes 2 meteors. We have this hallway left, and then the final boss, which again, green mages drop magic, so you might not actually want to kill them with magic, just because you're not full right now. It's so awkward sometimes. I'm not actually sure why it is. Scarlet mages always run, so you don't want to get bad luck on them blocking. Oh no, okay, no, these ones drop gold. You're getting details about my own game. That's the last hallway. We're speeding through all the dialogue in this game, sadly. I didn't know you could for a long time. Now we have the Gnosis fight. This fight's actually pretty technical. And we're gonna want to die, actually, in the middle of this, but in a very planned way. Okay, I actually wanted him to hit me, because I wanted to send the burst. I'm actually gonna blow all my health like this. You see, like, the desperation move does no damage. I want him to kill me. We're almost at the very end, though. Timing ends in a really weird spot for this game. I don't know. I didn't invent it. It's actually going to be after we kill the final boss, but not in a way that you would expect. So sadly, we got kind of bad luck on the other phases, so we don't have enough meteors left to kill him, so we're just going to need to go nuts with this and pray. We actually want him to kill us. If it's perfectly planned out, this whole boss fight, like, you will just absolutely destroy Gnosis. You see, like, there's Devilish Gnosis. That was the last phase of the final boss. Quite a hard final boss, normally. Timing actually doesn't end at the end of this. It ends at the end of the next cutscene, which, again, I didn't invent the time span, so... But that was Crosswords 2. I hope you all enjoyed it. It's a very fun game. I highly recommend that everybody play it. There's even like homebrew ports to a normal Neo Geo if you don't want to run the Neo Geo CD for whatever reason. Very fun beat 'em up. Highly recommend it. 2746, kind of an awful time, but missing early meteor route will do that. Probably like a minute and a half of the route problems were from missing early meteors. Which, I mean, that's just how this game goes sometimes. I'll at least let a little bit of the credit play out. Yeah, people always compare this to Punch-Out just because, well, in this case, this game is more of a beat 'em up. Because there's, like, actual waves of enemies and stuff. And, like, full stages. It has the over-the-shoulder thing of Punch-Out, but, like, it doesn't really function like Punch-Out at all. It's more like a beat 'em up with more fighting game mechanics. Because it actually requires you to block high and low, and there's, like, actual mix-ups in the game, which is crazy. Also, this credits theme is great. Yeah, the credits aren't too long. We'll let the credits play out because they're great. And also, we want to thank everybody that made this game because they are fantastic. Everybody at 80K did a great job. Well, you did a great job. You probably don't even work at SNK anymore. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed a taste into the Neo Geo CD with one of the very, very few Neo Geo CD exclusive games. I think in total, there's like actually 5 of them or something. This is probably the best. Also, the music is both. Thank you. Music in this game is great. Especially this credit. That is the boost game, by the way. You did a great job testing this game. I'm not entirely sure why you let the wave spell stay in. And you too, Uma. And that was Crosswords 2. Again, if you're interested in this game, just go play it. It's a great time. It's even more fun in co-op, as I've now experienced. And of course, the most important part, you have name entry. I'm gonna try and do this extremely fast. Also, yeah, your score is gonna be like extremely high. But if you all enjoyed the buttery smooth music of that game, well, I hope you keep it in your mind because you're going to miss it. And I pray that this capture works correctly on the first time. Also, there are some gold splits in that run, which is nice. But I want to actually load up everything and make sure it's working correctly. Yeah, if you think that I really hope that you if you thought the Neo Geo CD was a weird system to include, well, do I have news for you? And I'm gonna need to turn the audio down for this because there's gonna be a very fun part at the start. May I introduce to you the Micronic Hector? This is an old French PC that was based off an American PC called the Interact Family Computer. The Interact came out in 1979, I want to say, and the Hector released the original Hector, the Hector 1, released in France, I believe, in 81. And yeah, it's a weird French PC. You can see the aspect ratio. Well, you will see the aspect ratio. And by the way, if you're wondering why I turned the volume down for this, it's because we're loading from cassette. So I'll treat you to some wonderful cassette loading sounds. But this is Goofy Golf. This is, as you can see, released by Long Playing Software in 1981. And it's a much better game than it has any right to be. I'll give it that. This is going to be a French mini-golfing game. And we are playing 1 players. And I guess we'll start. We have nothing else impeding our way through the adventures in golf land on the Micronic Hector. And 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, this is Goofy Golf. It's mini golf. This is exactly what mini golf looks like in real life if you've never played it. Okay, that was unfortunate. This is a surprisingly technical game. Even though it's just it's this. This is the whole game. There's no music. This is before music was in games. I mean, this is 1981. This is like the same year that oh, oops. Okay, yeah. Trying to make that shot around the water is really hard. This is the same year that like Ultima 1 came out. These were primitive times. But I mean, it's still a surprisingly fun game. Oh, okay, that's bad. Some of these shots are so hard to make because there's a very discrete set of movements that you can actually make in this game. You try and abuse the discreteness of the movements to like, okay, I need to hit it exactly left right here, so I can do that. But there's just certain combinations of angles that you just can't do. It makes it a very interesting challenge. That was a beautiful shot, by the way. Oh, okay. Funded it a little too far right there. That's also way too far. I don't know what I was thinking with that. This is actually like a really technical golf game, surprisingly. So I should tell a little story of how I found this game. Because it's actually the story of how I found all 3 games I'm running in this marathon. By the way, abusing the discreteness of the movements, go all the way down and blow the ball right there, and then left, and sets it perfectly into the hole. Also, do this, go all the way to the bottom right, and it's a pretty consistent setup for this. This hole is very difficult otherwise. So, a story about how I actually found all 3 games that I'm running in this marathon. I believe this is the first hat trick I've ever had with this. In that I run a project on my own channel called the Speedrun Every System Project, where I roll a completely random console out of a list of like 150, I think, pick a game on it and speedrun it. And as you could probably tell from the systems that I have in this marathon, they're not usually good ideas. There's some real trash out there, but then occasionally you get some hidden gems like Crosswords, which is probably the big winner so far. Okay, we barely missed that. These red squares will send your ball to a completely random place on the board, which is a great thing in a golf game. Trying to make it through this gap is so tight for whatever reason. Oh, okay, I missed. I took a big chance on that one. This is like definitely one of the most difficult holes. Okay, I'm just not good right now. Finally. This game can just spiral out of control like that. But yeah, this was one of the... I believe this was the 5th console that I rolled, was Macronic Hector. And this was the game that I picked solely based on the name. And I don't regret it. Oh, okay. No shots like that where you're at diagonal and you can't really tell what angle you're looking at are the worst. So before I did Crosswords 2 on the Neo Geo CD, that was like the 4th game. And then my next run, which is going to be Dr. Hauser, was the 3rd, I want to say. Basically, there's only been like one actually really bad game so far, which is a little surprising. But amazingly enough, I was the first runner of this game. But I'm not the only one. I somehow managed to rope somebody else into running this game. Not even like of my own accord, it just happened. A French runner named Thibault G93, I think. I can't ever remember your name. But Thibault actually picked up this game and like crazily optimized it. His run is so incredibly optimized. For instance, my PB is a 704, and his is like a 453 or something. And like this is actually like a super technical game, so it's a very impressive run. I highly recommend that anybody that thinks that this looks cool to watch that run. All right, here's the RNG. Where's the end up? Okay, you know what? I'll just go for it. There are holes like this where we kind of abuse the red areas. You know, it's lava. It's just a mini golf. It's a mini golf course with lava. It's freaking lava. What every mini golf course needed. They just send your ball a completely random place. We usually abuse it on that one. It can send it like directly inside to where the hole is. Tibble is also amazing. Has done like a sub 100 shot run of the game. That was a great shot, by the way. I can't believe I actually did that. Whenever you play this game, you just like accidentally do cool shots like that. They're never intentional. Like, unless you have actually routed out a bunch of setups, like Tibble has, like, you're never planning them. This hole sucks, by the way. I don't know who designed this hole. If I had to play this in a mini golf course in real life, I would quit. It's such a difficult hole to try and do fast. I'm sure we'll find some like consistent setup someday, where you can just like bounce it off a wall like crazy. Okay, I threw it the wrong way, actually. Okay, this hole can be kind of a problem. I'm gonna take a big risk. Okay. I took too big of a risk. Where did okay, that's where the ball went. I couldn't see it. I know, I guess it's not... Okay, that was bad, though. That wasn't, like, awful luck. I could have managed with that. Good shot on the last one. Here's the last hole, by the way. Time is, of course, after this last hole. There's only 18 holes. Unless you're on some magical golf course that has, like, 27 or something. Oh, is it set up perfectly? Yeah. Alright, that was Goofy Golf. That was actually, that was okay. 7:33 is not a bad time. I think last time I ran this in a marathon, I got like an 8-minute time. This is a fun game. This is like a legitimately fun game. You wouldn't think so based on the system that it's on. But like, it's actually incredibly fun. Trust me, if this was longer, I would submit it to Mystery Tournament in a heartbeat. But, yeah, we're out of no music land. We're transitioning back to a game that has music now. I know we all missed it. We're all gonna miss the beautiful silence and the sound of only... Oh wow, it actually popped. Oh, I forgot I left it. I left it open. Oops. I didn't expect it to be that easy. But we're not out of weird console land yet, because we're on to Dr. Hauser on the preview. Yeah, Goofy Golf definitely has some extreme optimizations that are just like, I don't even know. Tivolta is so incredibly good at the game. We're gonna skip that. We're just gonna get into Dr. Hauser. Except I forgot. You may have actually seen this game before if you are a frequent Games Done Quick watcher, because this game was actually featured in an awful Games Done Quick. It was mistakenly featured in awful Games Done Quick in, I believe, 2019. Oh, by the way, if you enjoyed the juicy, fresh 60 FPS of that last game, well, I have bad news for you. This is about the highest the frame rate will ever get in this game. Guys, you got an important skip right there. If you go fast enough, you skip a text box. It doesn't actually save any time, but it makes you look really cool. As cool as running Dr. Hauser in general makes you look. So Dr. Hauser is a very early, I was almost gonna say survival horror, but that's not right. I don't know why I would say that. It's an adventure game with horror elements in it. It is very early, as you can see, and it is a 3DO exclusive game, of course. But this is another game that you would think looking at it is, like, it looks more fun than it actually... Well, no, that's not right. It is a fun game. It is a very good game, too. I mean, obviously, oh, haha, it runs at the bad frame rate and it has the funny looking stuff, but I mean, it's the 3DO. It couldn't really handle that much. But, like, it's actually quite a charming little game. I'd also like to give a special thanks to Arcane Aria, as you can see if you saw the very beginning of when I had loaded up the game, who lovingly translated this game into English. And also, more importantly, inserted custom music, because this game's music is still under copyright, and you will get DMCA'd from Twitch for playing it. Also, I'm forgetting to actually hit my split button. I always have my splits open during marathon music. I think people would think it's weird. But, like, I just want to know in case I get any new gold splits. They're always exciting. Yeah, as an adventure game speedrun, as you could expect, we're basically going to be doing... It buffered it twice. We're basically going to be doing the absolute minimum to get to the end of the game. There's no, like, actual glitches or anything in this game, or major skips. There's just going to be some clever routing choices, and some clever movement optimization. And hopefully not dying as well. There are quite a few ways to die in this game, and some of them are pretty funny. Here's a very difficult part of the run. You need to grab the bookcase, not the bookcase, the wardrobe, and pull it back enough that we can get to the door, and then push the table. And there's so many different ways to optimize this. In fact, this isn't going to be good. We're not going to be able to open the door like this. We will actually need to pull this wardrobe back. We literally could not enter the door, even with that much. Our character, whose name I forgot, will literally just tell me, oh, I don't have enough room to get through that. This game is some pretty incredibly stupid set pieces like this. Because naturally, there needs to be a giant rolling boulder. But we're not gonna die. At least I hope not. I still have backups in case I die. The reason I made the backups was actually not in case I died, though. It was to show off funny deaths. This table push is also a lot more technical than it looks. You need to be at just the right angle to do that in one push. And that is so much more difficult than it looks. By the way, open this from the side. If you open it from the front, you die. The axe literally pops out and chops your head off. Which doesn't even make physical sense. By the way, don't fall off here. Yeah, this game should have been in the Resident Evil block. I can't believe GDQ mistakenly put it in the awful games block when it was there. This game is not awful. Okay, we're keeping kind of bad luck with that. I'm not entirely certain how it works, but sometimes it'll accidentally buffer you, like, trying to pick something up through a door. And I don't know what's happening there. It's like you're pressing the button to open the door, but it's just not... Like, it doesn't work properly. It buffers it for way too long for that. I'm not going to reuse the gag that the GDQ run did. It's an extremely long staircase animation, but you can skip it. Okay, we need to make sure to get 3 items in this room and not Yes, the lighter. Actually, I think it's 4 items, right? Yeah. The crowbar. No, it's 3 plus the shotgun. It's also an extremely long ladder animation. Those are all going to be critical items. We do literally only pick up the most absolute necessary items. Oh yeah, there's Dr. House, by the way. In case you didn't know, this game was about him. You find out all this lore throughout, like, use the crowbar here. This animation is actually not skippable. This is not me memeing and like, oh, haha, look at this animation. You cannot skip this. Yeah, there's actually like a bunch of lore about Dr. Hauser and like everything in game about why he's here, why he's a ghost, random stuff like that. We're not going to be getting any of that because obviously we're not going to be reading any books. Candlestick. For some reason, the candlestick in the menu like lags the game really badly. It's going to be probably my favorite set piece in the entire game. Shotgun. Because they make sure that you see it from every angle. Oh. Okay, check the body. Very awkward because you can't like move and check something at the same time. Yes, the body's already dried out. Oh no, what's looking out their life? Well, you're not gonna find out. Why did... Okay, I meant to pause first. So here's actually going to be the first view change of the run. This game is actually kind of impressive for that. There are 3 selectable camera modes that work in every single point of the entire game. I personally find this easier in first person. But you don't want to get hit by these axes because you will die. I'm actually going to play it a little safe. You can run through and try and skip a cycle on the axes. But yeah, we will not be using the other camera angles that much in the game. There is one section where we will be using another camera angle. But I'm pretty sure it's actually an emulator glitch as to why it even works. But it actually does save a significant amount of time. But it's actually really impressive to me that this game has 3 selectable camera angles at all times. That's like... That's not something that you commonly see. Oh, if you run across this gap, you fall. There's a book that hints. This is going to be necessary to enter this room, because otherwise it's fine. Otherwise, I've never tried this. I'm pretty sure that arrow will shoot out and kill you. I've never once tried it. Yeah, basically, every single thing that we do this run is just the absolute bare minimum to get through the game and not die, but we're actually almost to the very end. There's going to be a significant amount of cutscene at the very end. And a very cool cutscene that we're sadly going to have to skip. But hey, remember that axe that we picked up? This is the use of the axe. because I believe it opens this door. Which, yes, of course, most horror cliche of all time. This painting is a door. But here's gonna be where we're gonna be using other camera angles. Well, literally only the first person one, because the other one lags the game way too much. But, I think this is an emulator glitch. But, very small rooms like this, basically have no lag at all in first person. And picking up another very important item. Photo of the wife. This might be slightly faster normally anyway, because the other like camera angles do have different lag. The top down is always the most laggy. But here's the real reason why we go into first person. Is I kind of just found this accidentally while playing the game. Again, I'm pretty sure it's an emulator glitch, but it works. So emulator and console are split categories anyway, and all the emulators that people run on are like crazy inaccurate. This is I'm running this on LibRetro 40, or well, LibRetro Opera, which is the new name of it, which is the most console accurate that I could find. But here's the real reason why we do this: that this place doesn't lag at all, except in like this one. We're almost to the very end. We do get something very cool. That's gonna happen right here. Okay, not close enough. Okay, that's kind of a big problem. By the way, if you stay in this room, you die. So don't do that. If you're fast enough, you can turn all the way back around to the door before it blows up. I got kind of unlucky with it buffering the use, but that just means after this cutscene, you can just mash A to enter the door. Sadly, we're gonna skip this cutscene, but you do ride this minecart. You get a very fancy pre-rendered cutscene for it. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Sadly, losing a significant amount of time to accidentally buffering menus like that. The buffer time in this game is just so ridiculous. You can literally buffer across that entire falling cutscene where you saw, like, I fell in the huge getting up animation. You can buffer a button press from before that cutscene starts. Like, from when you go on top of the fireplace, all the way down there. Yeah, by the way, here's giant lore dump and giant story dump about Dr. House. It's gonna be like a minute of cutscene into like a scripted quote-unquote boss fight. But this is actually going to be right about where time ends. Time ends when the game loads the final cutscene. But if this game looks interesting to people, I actually highly recommend that you play it. It's quite a good game. I very much enjoyed it when I played it. It's not very long at all. It's like an hour at most. Unless you just die a bunch. And that's with getting like everything, reading everything in the game. You get to learn all the lore. It is a very neat little game. If you haven't played anything on the 3DO, well, now you have an excuse. And it doesn't have to be Gex now. I'm actually going to buffer the start menu after. And a right press. Yeah, see, I'm gonna literally buffer a button through 30 seconds of cutscene. I just realized I ran 2 games in this marathon that came out in 1995. This is also, well, no, this is a 94 release, actually. It's a very early 3DO. So if you use the photo of the wife, you're invincible. These will not hit you. I'm pretty sure it's not even possible to dodge them otherwise. But, and... time. That was Dr. House. If you try and run, you'll put away the photo. I'll let you enjoy this cutscene. We'll look at a little bit of the minecart cutscene too. The minecart cutscene plays again on the way out. Oh yeah, by the way, cool guys don't look at explosions. Yeah, we'll look at a little bit of the minecart cutscene because it has to be seen to be believed. Yeah, that was actually an amazing run of Dr. Hauser, by the way. Technically, from what my timer says, that was a PB by 5 seconds. I don't know if something went wrong or something. Because it didn't feel that good at points. But apparently I saved a bunch of time. I did get the fast table pushed in the kitchen, which is definitely important. I'm pretty sure I missed that. That is very difficult and does take quite a bit of time. And a bunch of other things went pretty well. Okay, that's enough. Oh, it won't let me skip it now. Yeah, technically, I guess that was a PB. But yeah, that was Dr. Hauser. Again, recommend to play if it looked remotely interesting. If you like adventure games, it's pretty cool. About myself, like I said, I found these 3 games through my challenge called the Speedrun Every System Project. Roll a random console, pick a game on it, speedrun it. My only 2 rules for being a console on the list is it emulatable and does it have video games on it? Which you would be surprised how high of a requirement that is for some of them. Cutscene is so loud for no reason. But yeah, the project is still going on. It kind of slowed down past bit because, again, I was sick with COVID and recovering from it. But right now I'm doing the Nintendo 64 and I'm playing Hybrid Heaven. And I'm learning how to speedrun Hybrid Heaven. So if that interests you or anything else, any other like questionable games, yeah, you can follow me if you want to see any more like that. Maybe I'll come back to trying to improve Dr. Hauser. Who knows? Skip this. Oh, we can't skip the. Oh, oops! I hit the F button. That's my full screen vine. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. That's all I have. But thank you all for watching. This was a great marathon. All the runs in this marathon have been really great. Continue to have fun in the rest of the marathon. Also, shout out to Diesel.
Good evening, Speed Gaming Marathon fans and Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. I am HateKid13th, joined in the booth tonight by Phoenix29, and what we have for you tonight is a procedurally generated overworld exhibition race. Phoenix, would you care to describe to the audience what the devil is actually going to be going on with this mess?
Sure. So, rather than the regular overworld, it's basically been put in a blender. So everything is everywhere, none of the landmass is the same, and it's up to the players to figure it out as they go along. This really is makes it very even between the players. No longer you're not memorizing route anymore. You're really figuring it out as you go along.
Yeah, the few of these I've played before have left me either scratching my head or scratching notes on a notepad trying to remember where things are. And
yeah, I played this a bit just beforehand, and I've already got a full sheet of paper and notes already, and I didn't even get through it.
Yeah, and in addition to, well, that shenanigans, we also have one of the other lovely little flags called Spellcrafter enabled. What that does is that takes all of the spells that are known and loved and fixed throughout the Final Fantasy randomizer, and then just tosses them out the window and makes its own spells up. You'll get spells like Fast 8, which will cast fast on your entire party, or maybe you'll get something like Invis 8, where it gives everyone in your party 180 evasion on one cast. It's a thing.
It's always fun seeing what you come there. It adds a little extra flavor to this as well.
Oh, very much so. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And our runners tonight are our lovely and wonderful Lord Fizzlebeef, Lorfin Borfin, Left Front Bumper, whatever we call him, Chadbert, and Cyrinus. All three volunteered to put themselves through this for our entertainment, and they'll be getting going here pretty soon, I'm thinking. Though we've got a very extreme close-up on Cyrinus all of a sudden, I think we might have to get that taken care of right quick.
Maybe right kick.
Just want a real good look at kick. So if we look at Lorfin Borfin's characters, we've got Black Belt Punch, Black Mage Nuke 8, because he didn't know what else to call it, and he's hoping that there's going to be a Nuke 8. Another Black Mage, Kill 8, which, yes, that is a spell. It's a very powerful version of Power Word Kill. And Wall 8, which, if it exists, great. If not, well, yeah. Alright, and now that we've got the resizing issue taken care of, Gate's going to be dropping probably within the next minute or so. Oh, and before I forget about this, because I just remembered that this is on as well, we also have Weaponizer enabled, which is done by the same developer who did the ProcGen Overworld, Tetron. Just busted his butt, I'm not going to lie. And what that does is that actually makes all kinds of new weapons. You'll still see things like the Excalibur, the Katana, the Masamune, but their stats are gonna be all kinds of different. It's a really fun flag, I believe, or I think. I'm not gonna say I believe because, well, I do believe it's a fun flag, but that's just me.
Absolutely, love that flag. Maybe a good time now, right before we start, why don't we go over the blurses of the classes very quickly.
Oh, that would make sense. Alright, so it looks like we had a Forced Thief and a Forced White Mage. And,
Black Mountain White
Mage.
Mage.
Yeah.